updated refund form. So as you signed in, you should have picked up a new refund form. The last time we had a refund form was 2018. It only took me a while, but we got one. It's 2024. So, new refund form. We'll start using it October 1st. It will be found on IMBREC, and it is a fillable PDF. But if you want to make some copies and put them at your facilities, feel free to do so. On the refund form at the top part, you'll notice it says customer signature. This is a change based on some audit findings. If a patron comes into your facility and requests a refund, you will need to obtain a signature. If you have a program that's canceled due to low enrollment, for activities that are held outside, weather, not enough water in the pond to go kayaking, canoeing, whatever, and you have to cancel your program, if you send that patron an email telling them that the program is canceled, and if they would like a refund, you need to attach that email to the refund receipt, to the refund form, I'm sorry. Okay? We have to have either a signature or an email from the patron saying, I'm requesting this refund. Okay? That goes for damaged deposits as well. Yes, I want my damaged deposit refunded. Because some people may want to take their damaged deposit and credit it to their household. So what's going to happen with your refund form, the form will be completed. We'll still need those receipts, all the receipts related to the transaction, but we'll need either the signature on the form or the email saying, hey, Molly, thanks for reaching out. Yes, I'm requesting a refund for Sunshine Day Camp. Or yes, I want a refund, because if you send them an email saying, hey, our program was canceled, and you have the name of the program in that email, and they respond back, yes, well then that's saying this customer is requesting this money back from this program. Okay? Any questions on that part? I know it sounds like a lot, but in order for us to help everybody not have an audit finding and get dinged, got to make a few little changes. Okay? So location, of course, is going to be the location of the refund. Payable to is the person that is receiving that refund. New on the form is the mailing address. Make sure that if the mailing address is different than what is in RecTrac, that you fill out the corresponding information. The reason/attachment, that's where you can say see email if there's no customer signature, or you will have the customer signature if they come into your facility. At the bottom, under administration use, cash, check, credit card. Notice MasterCard, Visa, Discover, all those little boxes, those are gone. Just check credit card. Last 4 digits of the card. The drawer number. So you're going to need to know the drawer number that that transaction was processed on. WebTrac is 99. So if it was on WebTrac, that's 99. The receipt number for that for the transaction. New at the bottom. Is this a damaged deposit refund? Then you will check yes. If it is a credit balance refund, you will check yes. If this is just a cash or check refund, you'll check yes. So a damaged deposit refund, of course, you know what a damaged deposit is. A credit balance. So someone has got a credit on their household for an activity. Then they said, yes, I want a credit because I'm going to come back and use it. And then realize, I want my $100 from Brick because it might be a while. So that's going to be a credit balance refund, okay? They paid you with cash or check or credit card for that matter for a program that they're canceling. That's going to be your cash check refund. Okay? The amount. So I paid $125 for a rental, and we're keeping $35. So the transaction fee, because a lot of people got confused and have been confused on transaction fee, that's basically the money we're keeping. Okay? $25, $35, $10, $5, whatever it is, that's just the money we're keeping. And then make sure your maths. We can't have $36, take away $24, and still give the person $36 back. I like that math, but it doesn't work. Okay, so make sure your math. Between using the calculator on the computer, the calculator on your phone, the calculator at your desk, you should be able to get that information correct. Okay, and then the refund due is what's going to actually go back to them. Whoever completes the form should print their name and the date. We will need at least one set of initials, whether it's from the rec manager or the PC. And then the assistant director will sign it in date. Now, if Val is at her facility and her facility supervisor has a refund form, the form is there, she has the receipt, she has the customer signature, Val can look over her refund form, initial it, and she can email it to info@register.brec.org. She does not have to wait until she's, oh, I'm coming up to the main office and I'm going to bring this refund form. It can be emailed. Once it's emailed, we'll print it out, we'll give it to your AD, and we'll get it signed. Okay? Now, if you just happen to be coming this way, yeah, you can still bring it. But if you're at one of your facilities, you can go ahead, get that information, and scan it and email it in. Okay? Info, I-N-F-O, at register, REGISTER.brec.org. All right, any questions about that? So do I have to bring my refund form to the main office? No, you get to email it. All right, invoices and statements. For those of you who have organizations that may come to your facilities and either want to do a field trip or do a rental, schools wanting to do pavilion rentals, schools wanting to have a party or host prom at your facility. Most of the time, those organizations and or schools will need an invoice in order to get a check. You giving them the receipt from RecTrac with a balance due is not an invoice. Okay, that is simply a receipt. It says it at the top. All right, so if that school or that organization needs an invoice, after you create the transaction in RecTrac, the balance is on the household, you will need to submit a service desk ticket. Okay, we have what's called invoices and statements within RecTrac. What that does is it creates an actual invoice. At the bottom of the invoice, they'll have the ability to complete that information. Some schools, and I don't have my athletics guys in here, but some schools will mail their check. Okay? We have some other organizations that may actually call Angela in recreation and pay with a company credit card over the phone. But they need that invoice in order to be able to do those things. We cannot give receipts, because that's what that is when you do it out of RecTrac. Okay? So that invoice is going to need to be generated through RecTrac. Please do not give a school or an organization that receipt. Okay? So, another audit finding. Petty cash. There are some locations that have petty cash that's used to make change. Okay? That audit finding was that we only had one record a year of verifying petty cash at the sites. So now, beginning October 1st, I was about to say August 1st, October 1st, those facilities that have petty cash will be required to do a petty cash count twice a month an unannounced petty cash count twice a month, okay? That's going to help finance fall in line with their audit finding and will help deter theft and loss within the recreation department for those facilities that have petty cash. Okay? And I'm going to stop it with that on the petty cash because nobody in here has petty cash. But if you did, then you would have to do those petty cash counts. Okay?